Interviews are the cornerstone of the human-centered design approach to innovation. They help us understand a problem space by providing qualitative data. This video is intended to provide some tips and best practices for conducting interviews. The following is an example of poor interview technique. Think about what you would do differently if you were conducting this interview.
Hi, yes, please sit.
Oh, great. For the interview?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Great, thanks. So I understand that you were at Sibley recently?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And for how long were you here?
3 days.
Okay, and is that 2 nights?
Yeah, I was inpatient, yeah.
2 nights. And why were you here?
Well, I had surgery.
Okay, so surgery. Great. Now, how did you sleep while you were an inpatient here at Sibley?
Not very well. But I don't usually sleep very well. So,
Was it noisy?
yeah. It was... I guess so.
And was there any beeping?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Like the machines?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And what about talking or voices?
Yeah. Like, you mean in my room?
Or from outside in the hallway or other people's rooms around you?
Yeah, in the hallway. Sometimes.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Just 1 second. Okay, sorry. Now what about any other noises that were bothersome?
There was a cart, I remember, that was like really... Well, I was gonna say creaky, but I don't know if that's the way it was supposed to be. But I just remember it was creaking.
It was loud. Okay, and so how would you say that compared to other like doctor's offices or hospitals that you've been in?
I know doctor's offices are supposed to be... They're noisy sometimes. There's things happening, so about the same, I guess.
Okay, about the same. All right. And last, we'd like to find out about some positive sounds or pleasant sounds. If you could tell me about a pleasant sound that you like to listen to.
Like the ocean?
Sure.
I put it at my alarm clock noise.
At
It's
ocean?
Ocean, yeah.
Okay.
It's soothing.
Okay. I think that is all of my questions, so thank you very much for speaking with me today.
You're welcome. You can pause the video here to discuss. What did you notice about that interview? What would you have done differently? There are several simple things you can do to improve your interviewing technique. Here are a few. Prepare some questions. Having a discussion guide will help if you get nervous or forget all the things you wanted to cover. Bring a partner to be your silent note taker. You'll get a lot more out of your interview when you can focus on the conversation and let someone else take notes. If you're looking down and writing something your interviewee just said, it's hard to listen to what they're currently saying. Interviewing in pairs also allows you to be more aware of their body language and other nonverbal cues that contain valuable information. If you can't find a partner, ask for permission to record the conversation. That way you can pay attention to what they're saying and play it back later to capture specific quotes. Put your phone on airplane mode and wear a watch too. It's crucial to show your interviewee that you're fully present with them. Pulling out your phone to check the time can look like you're reading a message from someone. Are you really paying attention? Are you honoring the time they're committing to tell you about their life? If your phone buzzes during the interview, and worse, if you answer it, you can throw off the trust that you're establishing with them. Be friendly and respectful. Introduce yourself and your partner, and begin by explaining why they're there. Let them know how long you expect the interview to take and stick to it. Tell them they can stop at any time, and that they can skip any questions that make them uncomfortable. Assure them that you're grateful for their time and appreciate their participation. Subjects who feel valued and respected will be more generous with what they share. Use open-ended questions. How do you feel about peaches, for example, is better than, do you like peaches? Give plenty of space for your subject to answer. Silence is powerful and will signal them that you actually care what they're going to say. If you get a short or one-word answer to a question, try following up with, why? You can ask this question several times in succession. It may surprise you what it turns up. Make lots of eye contact. Make liberal use of the question, how do you feel about that? And also, why is that important? Tell me more about that is another good one. Invite stories by using the format, tell me about a time when. It'll give you much richer results than what do you usually do, because it inspires specificity. When your time is almost up, let them know. Ask, is there anything you were expecting us to ask about that we didn't get to? End by asking, is there anything else you want to mention before we leave? Take the time to explain how their answers will help your work, and thank them for their time. Here's an example of better interview technique. Watch for examples of the best practices we discussed.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be great, you know. Yeah. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome. Hi, I'm Liz. Nice to meet you.
I'm Frankie.
And this is Joe. He's a colleague of mine here, and he's going to be taking notes today.
Okay,
Okay, great. Please have a seat.
thanks.
Thank you so much for coming in and taking the time to speak with us.
Mm-hmm.
So-
It's my pleasure, yeah. I had a good time here, so.
Oh, good. I'm delighted to hear that. Well, so as I said, I'm Liz, and I'm a researcher, and what we're working on a project about is how sound impacts patients' experience here at the hospital. And so we're going to ask you some questions about your stay, and in particular about any sounds that you might have noticed. So that's what sort of we're going to be talking about. But we'd love to hear any comments that you have about your stay.
Cool.
And if there's any topics I ask you a question about, or any topics you don't want to discuss, of course you don't have to discuss them. So please feel free to decline, and everything is voluntary. So your participation is voluntary, and we really, again, appreciate you taking the time to chat with us. So
Okay.
thank you.
Cool. Yeah.
So let's just begin. If you could tell us a little bit about yourself, that'd be great, just to start out.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Well, my name is Frankie. I have 2 new hips.
Congratulations.
Yeah, courtesy of this hospital.
And how long did you stay here for?
Oh, about 4 days.
4 days. Okay.
Yeah.
And so when you were here for those nights in between, how did you sleep while you were here?
Well, not that well.
Sorry to hear
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I usually don't sleep that well at my house.
That's too bad.
Well, you know it. You'll learn it one day. It's from being old. So, yeah, I don't think it was a hospital's fault.
But you didn't sleep that well. Is there anything that you did to try and, or did you talk to anyone, anything that you did to try and sleep better?
Yeah, I have these lavender patches that I use that are kind of like pleasant.
Oh, nice lavender.
Yeah, and I brought my pillow from home. I don't know if that's allowed, but I did it, so.
That's good. Well, we like for people to feel comfortable, so, and do what you need to do to feel comfortable. So were there any noises or sounds that that you noticed either while you were trying to sleep at night or at other times of the day that you noticed?
Yes, the freaking beeping, the machines. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like people talking.
You heard people talking?
Mm-hmm. carts.
You said that there was a machine that started beeping, sort of like a melting down.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more about what happened there?
Yeah, I was a little bit freaked out about it. Because you wonder, like,
Right. And how did you feel about that, interaction?
Well, I was kind of nervous, but then I was relieved because my nurse explained it, and once I knew what it did, I mean, he's really friendly. Everybody here is so friendly, so.
Yeah. Okay. Any other pleasant sounds that you remember? Any?
Yeah, there's I think it's called the Care channel. It's like one of the channels on your TV here. I put it on a lot. Even when I was just reading, it would be like the sound of a babbling brook or something. It's nice.
Oh, that's great. And how did that make you feel?
Relaxed. Yeah.
And why is that important?
Well, it's like it kind of makes me distracted in a way that I wonder, it doesn't make me think of the pain so much. Yeah, so.
And so I think that's most of my questions, but I'm wondering if there's anything else you want to share with us, or any questions you wish we'd asked, or anything else you'd like to talk to us about.
I thought you were gonna ask about the carts, those creaky carts. I guess it's like the brand name is Creaky Carts. Weird.
That is weird.
I don't know if they're supposed to creak that much.
Any other thoughts or comments?
Can I just say that the food when I got room service was delectable.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it was really good.
I'm so glad to hear
Yeah,
that.
one day they had spinach and polenta, and it was delicious. Yeah.
Sounds so good.
Yeah.
I'm hungry right now.
Please tell the chef I said.
I will certainly pass that along.
Great.
Well, thank you so much for coming in to speak with us. I really appreciate you taking the time, and it's been a pleasure to talk to you, Frankie, and best of luck with the rest of your recovery. I see you're really mobile now, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I could help.
Of course. Well, thank you so much. It was really a pleasure. And may I validate your parking for you?
Sure.
Okay, great.
That would be awesome.
Thank you. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, let's just go.
Okay, great.